Oben Coban from Save the Children Turkey joins us now live from Istanbul. So good to see you. Let's talk about your latest report then into how Syrian children feel about their home country. Some very sad results, actually. You actually discovered that 1 in 3 children inside Syria wish that they actually lived in another country, and then only a small minority of refugee children actually want to return to Syria. Why is that? What are they telling you?
It's definitely a great trauma, and after 10 years of horrific sufferings, I mean, unknown numbers of individuals and children have been killed or injured. The estimations are around tens of thousands. So those people and children have experienced massive psychological distress. Being separated from their loved ones, their families, seeing their loved ones killed. These are all hard stuff. And all in all, almost 12 million people, including 5 million children, have lost their homes. That's a very pivotal moment in the crisis situation. So this trauma definitely has led those people to have those feelings. It's very clear. But not only the negative stuff, also positive stuff. For instance, in Turkey, when compared with the onset of the crisis situation, it's very clear the conditions are getting better. There's a better approach and understanding. These people are having relations and engagements here in the society. They have their friends, etc. So that's a cumulative package. And in the end, yes, that's a very traumatic experience. And well, those people have a valid reason to fear returning back.
Right. I mean, these are children, so their lives are very short. And of course, the memories they will have of Syria will only really be those of war, or majority of those memories will be memories of war. But in order for the country to rebuild, they're going to need some of that population to return. The thing is with children is that they can kind of change their minds and become hopeful again, and perhaps less cynical than maybe adults. Is that maybe what we can hope will happen, so that they will actually be able to return and build a country that desperately will need rebuilding?
Exactly. And not only it is about future, but also it's about what's happening right now. Helping those people, I'm talking about the whole international community, helping those people to survive at the moment, sustain themselves, access to basic services, make sure their kids are educated, make sure they actually have hopes and aspirations for the future. This is the key, because the situation in Syria is definitely not conducive and safe. But when the time comes, hopefully if it comes, for these people to make some dignified and voluntary decisions about their futures, make it rebuilding, whatever. This is the point where we need to be worried about helping them, supporting them, giving them the safe environment to learn and thrive, so that they will have a chance to, make any worse for their future.
Right. You also noted that so many children actually haven't gotten any opportunities at education because of the war. They've been displaced, and now they are that far behind that it reaches a point where it's very difficult for them to catch up. Talk about that population of children for us. What happens to them, and how much have they really missed?
They missed a lot. Even looking at the current dropout rates in Turkey is telling us a lot. The schooling rates for the primary schools is around 90%, which is great. But when you go to middle school and high school, you see that the rates are well below 40%.
Why are they dropping out?
What they say, okay, one of the most important reasons is definitely child labor, especially in the COVID season, COVID times. Unfortunately, around 69% of the Syrians have lost their jobs. And when they lose their jobs, they definitely, turn onto the children, and child labor becomes the fact. And other mechanisms, that's coping mechanism that's being used, are causing issues, and also issues like bullying, peer bullying, especially at the school, is causing these kids to be disheartened at school because they have lost a lot. The culture is different, language is different. It's not really very easy for those children just to go to schools, catch up with their mates, and perform well enough at the courses. All those pressures, these are causing those children to drop out. So when the dropout rates are high like that, I'm talking about 40% in mid to high schools in Turkey, definitely there is a lot they are missing out. Actually, missing out is only a part of it, but dropout is bringing the issue to other stuff like child labor, and other forms of exploitation about child marriage, early marriages, and etc. So
Right.
it's really a responsibility for the whole international community, including us, to make sure those children find the right opportunity to learn as soon as possible and catch up if they will be in a position to have a hope for future.
So many issues at play, and it really is heartbreaking. Oben Coban,
Yeah.
thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. We appreciate it.